Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video. As guys, we've been waiting since September 12th, but we're finally at the 2023 Driver Summit with all the finished lineups. Well, mostly completed lineups. Alrighty, so we're going to take a look and analyze all these lineups. First off, we've got Stadium Tour Red, which is going to feature Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, Tom Meents and Max D, Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune, Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, Mike Christensen and Vendetta, Travis Mowry and Velociraptor, Matt Pagriludo and Jester, Nick Pagriludo and Kraken, Todd LeDuc and Megalodon, Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Walk Warrior, Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco, and Colvin Nard in the Black Pearl. Some things we can take a look at here in this lineup is there's a lot of cool bodies making either their return or debut. Tom Meents will be running the special 20th anniversary Max D body, which we're super excited to see. Travis Mowry is going to be running the blue Velociraptor. Matt Pagriludo is running the red Jester, and Nick Pagriludo is running the blue Kraken. So four new bodies, the Kraken one isn't new, but four bodies making their return. Mike Christensen's running the Rust Vendetta for first quarter for the first time. So we are really excited. The Gravedigger's coming back with the regular body with, I believe, purple beadlocks. So we're really excited for this tour. Some new additions to this tour guys. Todd LeDuc, Bryce Kenny, Jamie Garner, Colvin Nord, all being added to the tour since the original announcement in September. And then we got another driver switch up between the original 8 with David Olfert being taken out and replaced for Travis Mowry. Now, in my opinion, this is a very good lineup. Here are my only few critiques. My first critique is, I'm not really sure about this Travis Mowry and Velociraptor. I would rather see him be driving... I'd rather be seeing David Olfert in the stadium to give him a stadium chance, but I think Travis Mowry is going to do a really good job here in the stadiums this year, though. My two bigger critiques is Todd LeDuc and Megalodon. Okay, I think the Blue Thunder is better fitting for Megalodon, and rather than Blue Thunder is a better fit for Todd LeDuc rather than Megalodon. So I don't know why. Blue Thunder will be running this year on a different tour, which we'll talk about later, but kind of disappointing. I really did like seeing Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder. He was kind of starting to make it his own truck. Like, he really fit it, but now it's gone and replaced for Megalodon. And we're going to be seeing a lot on these tours. My only other critique is Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco. Oh, now, guys, I have seen a lot of comments that, it's Feld's fault that Jamie Garner is running El Toro Loco. It is actually not. Jamie Garner actually, when an independent runs a Feld body, that's the independent's choice. A lot of times independents will do that just so they can pay for, that way they don't have to pay for the body damage, because now that Jamie Garner's running El Toro Loco, that's Feld who's going to have to pay for the damaged bodies, not Jamie Garner. I mean, Overboard had some destruction this year, especially with the blue body. It got destroyed at World Finals, and then it got destroyed in Arlington, Texas, and Wheatfield, Missouri, and Independent shows and in Monster Jam. And then, the body was just kind of destroyed. Like, he was having to use parts from the black Overboard to fit it. So, Jamie Garner has destroyed his bodies this year, a lot of them. So, he probably wants to run out Toro Loco, so he doesn't have to pay for all the brand new bodies. So, that's probably why. But we will miss Overboard next year. Hopefully Blue Thunder and Overboard can come back for World Finals. Todd LeDuc can run Blue Thunder, and Jamie Garner can run El Toro Loco at the and Jamie Garner can run Overboard at the World Finals. Todd LeDuc can run Blue Thunder for World Finals. But overall, pretty good tour. I cannot wait to see who wins. My winner for the tour is either going to be prediction. Top 5 is going to be Camden Murphy's going to get first, because Camden Murphy, he's just been super consistent this second quarter, getting a lot of overall event championships. Second place, I'm predicting Tom Meents and Max D. He's going to try to get the win, because it's 20 years of Max D, and he's want to try to go back-to-back. Third place, I'm going Adam Anderson, because Adam, he couldn't get his tour. He couldn't win his tour last year, so he's definitely going to gun for it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for the win. Then, fourth place, I'm going Todd LeDuc, and then fifth place, I'm going Colvin Nard. But my prediction right now is Camden Murphy because of how consistent he's been this second quarter this season. Next up, we're going to look at the Stadium Tour Red track. Now, Stadium Tour Red track is actually the exact same track as the tracks we saw for Glendale, Arlington, and Houston in this past second quarter in October, but with a twist. They made the track a bit longer by making the trucks having to do a full lap around here instead of just doing like a half lap like this and they go out. Instead, they have to go around like that and then come out, do the jump, and then do the jump to make the race a bit longer. So that is gonna be, you know, well, I think it's supposed to be more like it's kind of confusing, but yeah. So they're making the track a bit longer, which will add some twists to it to make it harder. Backflip ramp right here, some cars right here, some embedded cars right here. 2 big jumps for big air, some jumps here for big air. Jammer right there, the race lane. The 8-pack is somewhere around in here. So that is what the track will look like. We can't wait to see it. This track actually had some pretty big air back in Arlington in this past second quarter, so I cannot wait to see it. Next up, we've got Stadium Tour Blue. It's a bit incompleted, but we've got Ryan Anderson and Son of Digger powered by Hoonigan, Barney Musauer and Zombie, Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, Tyler Meniga and Gravedigger, Corey Romo and Megalodon, Jim Kohler and Avenger, John Gordon and Bad Company, Ryan Disher and Saigon Shaker, Mark List and El Toro Loco, Joe Foley and Axe, Chris Kohler and Mostrima, and then a to-be-announced driver. I've heard rumors about what the to-be-announced driver is going to be, but I don't really want to say anything because I don't want to get a copyright strike or get demonetized or take down my video. But this is going to be a very interesting lineup. I really do like it. You know, I definitely do like seeing Chris Kohler here driving the Monster. I kind of would have rather seen him drive Brutus instead. Since there's already no Tour Loco on this tour, I would rather have seen him drive Brutus so we can have that truck run and do a first quarter. Do some first quarter shows as a part of a championship series. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Would rather see Rage, but I'm okay with him driving Megalodon. It's happy to see Cynthia Gauthier back. Sunday's got the Hoonigan sponsor. Really happy to see Joe Foley and Axe. You know, I think Joe Foley's going to do great this year. I think it's going to take him a few shows to get his feet wet, get used to the big stadium floors. But, you know, we've seen him do some amazing stuff in independent shows. Like, I think he had a really good run in freestyle back in Benson, North Carolina for an independent show. So, you know, Joe Foley, he needs to get a few shows, get used to it. And I think Joe Foley, he's going to have an amazing year this year. I can feel it. Also, Ryan Disharoon, guys, this is only my big critique on the stores. Ryan Disharoon is actually changing his name to his truck to Shaker. Now this could be because of Saigon being like Vietnam stuff, and because of all the sensitive little kids out there. So, you know, it's kind of a bit disappointing. It's kind of like the Gunslinger situation. Now, I have heard rumors on YouTube comments that this was not forced, that Ryan Disharoon decided to do this, that this was all on him. Like, some people have said the Shaker and the Slinger thing were not forced. They weren't forced, however. Scott Hartsock and Ryan Disharoon chose to do that, but I don't really know. If you guys know any more reasons on whose decision was to change the name from, like, Saigon Shaker to Shaker or from Gunslinger to Slinger, please let me down in the comment section below. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's really necessary to change the name from Saigon, because it's supposed to be like a military dedicated kind of like truck. Ryan Disharoon has even said that before. We're on a dedication to the United States military, so, you know, I think they should be able to run the name Saigon because it's dedicated kind of like to the military almost. As Saigon Shaker did say that. I can't wait to also see John Gordon this year in Bad Company. I don't know what design he's gonna run, but I cannot wait to see him. He had a pretty good year this year. I cannot wait to see that. My winner, guys, but that's only my big critique on this tour is Ryan Disharoon and Shaker. But for right now, for the point standings on my winner, who I'm predicting is going to win, it's close between Tyler Meniga and Ryan Anderson. Like, Tyler Meniga in, like, this past second quarter in Arnhem, Holland, or in the Netherlands, Tyler Meniga did amazing in this two-wheel competition. There might be a bicycle crash moonwalk where he somehow rolled over but then walked a moonwalk. And then this crazy crash That kind of reminded me of Cynthia Gautier's consecutive backflip from Arlington Show 3 of 2021. This dude is, you're gonna have to look out for him this year. This year he did amazing stuff in stadiums like Oakland, San Diego, Miami, East Rutherford, and he did an amazing job. I don't know, it's gonna be close. Ryan though, Ryan's gonna be tough to beat though. He's done really good in the second quarter. Like his second quarter Orlando freestyle was amazing. It was freestyle back in Orlando, so we're gonna have to see here. This is gonna be an interesting battle between those two. Third place, I'm going Bari Musauer. Fourth place is really tough, but I'm gonna go Mark List in fourth place. Fifth place is really close. Fifth place is down to either John Gordon, Ryan Disharoon, Cynthia Gautier, or Corey Rummel is going to get fifth place. But I'm going to put fifth place on Corey Rummel. Corey Rummel to get the fifth place spot on this tour. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting tour. I cannot wait to see. Now this track, I think now from my memory, this does kind of give me flashbacks to the ROR MJL's last event. 'Cause I remember like they started, I believe, on top of the pod, but when they started on top of the pod, they started out going off that way instead of that way off the center pod. I would have to go back and relook at the footage to see what happened, to see that event. But it does give me some reminders of that for the Blue Tour. So they start on top of the pod, they go out, and then they just do regular Chicago style. This track is also this is the exact same track that we saw in Orlando. The 8-pack right here, this ramp, the center, then this, and the backflip ramp down here with the cars right here. So this does give me some flashbacks to the Orlando track in October. So I cannot wait to see that. This also kind of does give Ryan Anderson, Bari Musauer, John Gordon, Mark List kind of an advantage in racing and freestyle on this track and even in skills. This gives them kind of a bit of an advantage in racing and skills and freestyle on this track, since they are mainly freestyle. This kind of gives them the advantage because they ran this track for freestyle before, so it does give them a tiny advantage here. Now we're going to look at Arena Series East. We've got Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, Lindsey Reed and Scooby-Doo, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco, Dalton Waldner and Jurassic Attack, Bernard Light and Megalodon, Hunter Souza and Earthshaker, Chad Tingler and Zombie, and Frank Kreml and Stonecrusher. This tour is really interesting. I'm really excited to see Weston and Armando compete against each other again. And Weston, you know, he just dominated his tour last year. Armando was close behind, but you know, we also got to take a look. Lindsey Reed here. So he was originally going to drive the Dalmatian, but due to the Warner Bros. Contract got renewed, so Lindsey Reed will be back behind the seat of Scooby-Doo. Bernard Light once again is driving Megalodon. Now, we got Dalton Waldner here. He's going to be driving the Jurassic Attack. I'm actually super excited to see Dalton Waldner in Jurassic Attack this year. I think he's going to be a dark horse in this competition. Somebody you got to look out for. Because, you know, Dalton Waldner, he actually this past year in 2022, he actually had some pretty cool moments and did really good on the Toughest Truck Tour. He even had some really good appearances in the arenas this year in Monster Jam, such as getting his first ever backflip in Los Angeles. So you're going to have to watch out for Dalton Waldner. Now, my only few critiques here on this tour is, you know, part of me would have rather seen Bernard Light drive Alien Invasion instead, because this is now our third Megalodon we have seen. We don't need this many Megalodons. You only need like one, probably. So, but you know, it's probably a change I don't really mind that much. I don't really mind him that much being a Megalodon, but I would like to see Alien Invasion come back maybe someday. Hunter Souza and Earthshaker, I'd rather see him drive Wrecking Machine instead. Chad Tingler and Zombie, I would just rather see him probably drive Hooked more. But something I'm really excited about is Frank Kreml is returning back into Stonecrusher. Now, Frank Kreml did do a show driving Bad News Travels Fast in Washington, D.C., so it's gonna be exciting to see him back on the wheel again here to drive for Steve Sims' trucks here. So it's gonna be interesting one. For this tour, I'm going Weston Anderson probably in first, Armando Castro in second, and Dalton Waldner in third. So that'll be it for the East lineup. The Arena Tour tracks are pretty much the same every time. Next up, we got the Central Tour. We've got Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger, Cody Saucier and Dragon, Brennan Tolochka and Jessica Dunn, Michaela Tolochka and Megalodon, Zach Garner Wildside, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity, and Jamie Sullivan in Monstruma Dalmatian. This lineup is a TB announced driver, which we don't know that yet. Now this is going to be interesting. The World Racing Champion on this tour against Cody Saucier. It's going to be an interesting battle here between. This is probably going to be the tightest tour points race probably ever. Brandon versus Cody. Now, probably out of all the tours, maybe besides maybe Blue Tour, but probably out of all the arena tours, this one is definitely going to be the one that's going to be the most tight of points winning. It's going to be really tight between them, but don't count out the independents. Brendan Tolochka, his two-wheel game is looking really good. After watching Bridgeport and Dayton, Bridgeport and Dayton, Ohio, his two-wheel game has been pretty solid. Then we got Michaela Tolochka in Megalodon. Now, Michaela Tolochka came out in Bridgeport and won a freestyle competition in her fourth Monster Jam show, in her fourth ever Monster Jam show. So that was impressive. Zach Garner and John Zimmer Jr. They're back. I cannot wait to see them compete here on this tour. Jamie Sullivan and Monster Dalmatian, a new Feld driver. That's going to be really cool to see. And you also have a battle between boyfriend and girlfriend on this battle between Michaela Tolochka and John Zimmer Jr. So that's going to be interesting to watch. But this tour, it's really close on who's going to win. It's just so hard to decide. Part of me is wanting to try lean towards Brandon, and the other part of me wants to lean towards Cody. Part of me is going to go, I think I'm probably, these two are tough, but these two are going to be top two. Third place is probably going to be Zach Garner. Zach Garner had a really good stadium appearance in Orlando, so he's going to try to take that in here to the arenas here and try to do amazing. So I'm going him in second. Third, I'm going in third. Fourth place is probably going to be John Zimmer Jr. Fifth place will be Brandon. Sixth place will be Michaela. Seventh place would be then this. But we don't know who this TBA driver is. Depending on who this TBA driver, they could completely change the game. But guys, all these competitors are really stacked. Even though I do have Michaela Tolochka and Brandon Tolochka finishing a bit lower in the field, they are still amazing and talented competitors. Also, we're also really hoping Brandon Tolochka and Michaela Tolochka can get their trucks ready. Because, unfortunately, guys, their shop did catch fire. Thankfully, though, the best thing about this was nobody was hurt. They're trying to right now get the displays, so they're trying to get their trucks ready. So, but we're just happy everybody is safe, and I know they're definitely gonna try to come out here and tear up the track next year. But thankfully, nobody was hurt in that fire at their shop, so that's a good thing. Thank you, Jesus. So. Yeah, that's going to be Arena Series Central. We're going to look at our last Arena Tour lineup, Arena Series West. Where we got Chris Anderson, Gravedigger, Elvis Lanez, and El Toro Loco, Tristan England and Earthshaker, David Olfer and Velociraptor, Bailey Shea, Monster Dalmatian, Mark Hall and Raminator, Kurt Kramer and Rammunition, and Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Now, this is really interesting to see here. Kristen Anderson and Elvis Lanez back on a tour together. Tristan England's being thrown here on the mix again, competing on a West Coast tour for the third time now. So that's interesting. David Olfer back on the West Coast tour. We're super happy to see Bailey Shea back, the Hall brothers, Ashley Sanford, and somebody who drove in drag racing is coming in here to Monster Jam, driving the Megalodon. So I can't wait to see how she's gonna do here driving this Megalodon. She's competing in Spokane this weekend. She's done pretty okay. She's gotten her first crashed in on a sky wheelie. So I can't wait to see how all these competitors are gonna do. But right now for the tour winning, I'm currently going Tristan England and Earthshaker in first, Elvis Lanez in second, David Olfer in third, Tristan Anderson in fourth, and Tristan Anderson in fourth. So I cannot wait to see here Tristan England. Although he doesn't have Brandon Vincent this year, this is still going to be a tough road. And you can also leave out the Hall brothers as well. Those things got heavy horsepower. car, which gives them the advantage in donuts and in racing. And the Hall brothers did really good in the Bridgeport Donuts, with Kirk Kramer taking 2. I believe Kirk Kramer took 2 wins, and Mark Hall took 2 wins as well in Donuts and Bridgeport. So you really gotta watch out. Mark Hall's gotten quite a few timed racing wins so far in the second quarter as well. He ended up winning timed racing in. He got a timed racing win in Bridgeport, Duluth, and one in Charlotte, North Carolina. Kirk Kramer's gotten a donut win. It's gonna be an interesting tour. I can't wait to see it battle it out. Next up, we got the International Tour. Although this wasn't in a weekly update, this was leaked on the website for the Stockholm, Sweden lineup. Right now on this lineup, we currently have a to-be-announced driver for Gravedigger. To be announced, we have Charlie Plotkin and Megalodon. To be announced driver for El Toro Loco. Blake Ranger, Max D, Miranda Kozad, and Scooby-Doo. To be announced driver from Monster Dalmatian. Peter Nyman and Earthshaker, and Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder. Now this tour is going to be visiting quite a few countries, such as South Africa, Sweden, and United Arab Emirates. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see here all these shows for all these different countries here. Monster returns to South Africa, and I think they're making their first time in Sweden and United Arab Emirates. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So I'm very excited to see that. I hope this tour has the winner of this tour gets an invite to World Finals, or at least I hope Peter Nyman could try to get a tour win and get invited to World Finals. So this tour is interesting. The only thing I really don't like is Charlie Plotkin and Megalodon just doesn't seem right. I mean, a part of me wishes we can take out the Dalmatian and put him in Monster Mutt or Monster Mutt Rottweiler, something he would fit a bit better than Megalodon. Miranda Kozad and Blake Ranger upgrade from going into the arena tours into going to international tours. Miranda Kozad did quite a lot of international shows this year. She did London, 2 shows in Arnhem, Santo Domingo, San Juan, Puerto Rico for 5 shows. So she's done about 9 international shows this year. So that's really nice. Peter Nyman and Earthshaker, I cannot wait to see him. He did really good in London, so I hope so. I hope he can do good here. If this is for points championships, I hope Peter Nyman wins, and gets an invite to World Finals. I'm super happy to see Blue Thunder on this lineup. I'm happy to see he's not going away. I hope Max D runs the 20th anniversary body overseas, but part of me kind of doubts it because they didn't do that with the 40th anniversary Gravedigger. It's kind of weird how they're not running they're not running the anniversary bodies international, because they did in 2012. They ran the 30th anniversary Gravedigger internationally, especially in Arnhem, Netherlands that year. I saw on the TV broadcasting they had the 30th anniversary Gravedigger. In 2013, I did see the 20th anniversary Max D, or the 10th anniversary Max D overseas a couple times, and I also did see the 35th anniversary Gravedigger overseas. But they never did the 40th Gravedigger, so hopefully they can have the 20th anniversary Max D compete overseas. So that's going to be it for this one. Probably for Tour Championship as of right now. I don't know much of the drivers, but I'm going Peter Nyman and Charlie Plotkin for 1st and 2nd place. Then 3rd and 4th place will be between those two. We do have enough of a lineup to see who could possibly pull out the championship. Next up, guys, World Finals in Nashville. There was not a weekly update video based on that. The only disappointing thing is that they did not reveal the track. They only talked about stuff which we already knew, which was the schedule. June 30th is meet and greet with the drivers with some dinner and the qualifying. July 1st is having the pit party from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And high jumping skills will take place during the pit party, and then racing and freestyle starts at 6 p.m. We're assuming this is a 24 truck field. It probably is going to be a 24 truck field since World Finals, back when they did World Finals because they were able to do a 24 truck show like within one night of both racing and freestyle back like from 2006 all the way to 2006 all the way to 2013, all the way up to 2012. They did 24 truck field for World Finals. Part of me wishes we could do a 32 truck field, as we had the international tour and all these tours. I would love to see a 32 truck show, but unfortunately that probably won't happen. And because you know they are only doing a one night competition, and that would probably take too long if they were to try to do a 32 truck field. July 2nd is is bowling and the awards show. Oh, so yeah, that's just pretty much about it here. Yeah, for Nashville. For World Finals. Unfortunately, no track reveal and no encore reveal. So we're assuming the stunt will be a stunt for the 20th anniversary Max D. So we'll have to see. We just don't know yet. We just have to wait until we get closer. Maybe in the next week's update video, they will reveal that to us. And also, guys, I don't know what's happening with Marvel sponsorships. I can't really say anything because we just really don't know. No Marvel trucks have yet to been announced. So, yeah. And that is it for the schedule announcement. You know, pretty good lineups. I can't wait to see what's going to happen this year. It's going to be very interesting. I can't wait for all the shows next year. We're less than a month away. We're super excited. Less than a month away till the season starts. It's super exciting. 20 years of Max D. It's just gonna be an amazing season. I cannot wait for it to get started. And also, guys, it's official. I do have a date in. I know some people have asked me about when I'm doing my 2023 schedule announcement for my pool table shows and all my Monster Dirt Arena and Steel Titan shows. They do have officially confirmed that it's going to be for December 15th. So you guys better mark your calendars and get ready for December 15th for the schedule announcement of all my tours. You guys see where all my tours are going, all the trucks. And you're just gonna get to see a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff planned for this year. It's gonna be a bit longer of a season than last year. A lot of cool and new shows planned, and it's just gonna be exciting. Guys, I cannot wait to reveal it all to you. I've got my PowerPoint completely finished, except for adding a couple things, but it's pretty much for the most part finished. So you guys just better be hyped for it. And then, guys, my next YouTube video coming out soon. I'm making a Cosmic Shake analysis video because we did get some new stuff for the Cosmic Shake this week. So I'll be analyzing that, as well as tomorrow, guys. My next video for tomorrow will be Holiday Racing Event 18. You guys better watch out for that because we only got like less than 15 events left for the season. It's getting pretty hype and pretty excited to see what's going to happen. We got a total of 14 events left. I'm pretty sure 14 events left for holiday racing this season. It's going to be awesome. You guys better stay tuned for event 18 tomorrow. And that's going to be the end of today's video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Peace out. Have a good day.